Dragon Ball Z boasts an incredible collection of timeless and iconic fights that continue to captivate fans to this day. Inspired by their significance, I couldn't help but think, why not create a video highlighting these epic battles? So this is part 1 of me reviewing and ranking every Dragon Ball Z fight in a tier list. Before we dive in, let's establish 2 essential rules. We'll only focus on fights between the main characters and the villains they face. No sparring or training fights will be included. We'll also skip any filler fights, so we can concentrate on the most important clashes. Also, the way I'm ranking these will be from S tier to F tier, S being the best and F being the worst. With the groundwork laid, let's begin. The Raditz fight takes the first spot and holds immense importance. It completely changes the direction of the series by revealing a shocking truth. Goku is actually an alien sent to destroy Earth. This Dragon Ball Z battle involves Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz. Goku fights with intense energy, showing his determination to protect Earth and to save his son. Meanwhile, Piccolo's motives are different, as he aims to defeat Raditz and fulfill his own desire for world domination. Sacrifices are made during this fight, and it becomes a turning point in the series. Also, let's not forget Gohan's incredible moment in this fight. It serves as a sneak peek into Gohan's immense potential, foreshadowing his role in later story arcs. Personally, I consider it an A-tier battle. Despite it being shorter, it revolutionizes everything we know about Dragon Ball. The fight between the Z Fighters and the Saiyans is legendary in the history of anime. As I mentioned in my previous video, this battle holds a special nostalgic value for me, as it was one of the first times I witnessed such an epic confrontation as a kid. The intensity of the fight and the high stakes involved make it truly remarkable. The Z Fighters find themselves outclassed in every imaginable way, with each hero falling one by one, a unique occurrence in the series. The fight introduces a new element of suspense. Will Goku arrive in time to rescue his friends? The emotions and losses experienced throughout the battle solidify its status as one of the best fights in the series. Given its exceptional qualities, I believe it deserves a place in the S tier, representing its rightful position among the top tier battles. Next up is the Goku vs Nappa fight. While it may not be a lengthy battle, it does deliver some iconic moments that fans will remember. One such moment is when Goku unleashes the Kaioken technique, showcasing his incredible power. Another highlight is Goku's decisive victory over Nappa, demonstrating his prowess as a fighter. And of course, we can't forget the famous line, "It's over 9,000!" That's become a popular meme. As Goku arrives on the battlefield, he witnesses the devastation and loss of his friends. Filled with anger, Goku power surges, surpassing the impressive 9,000 power level mark. With this immense strength, he swiftly disposes of Nappa, leaving Vegeta to deal with the trash. This is an easy A-tier fight for me. The final battle in the Saiyan Saga of Dragon Ball Z, Goku vs Vegeta, is an incredible showdown between 2 of the most powerful characters we've seen so far. From the stances they take to the dialogue they exchange and the choreography of the fight itself, this battle is almost perfect in its execution. What makes this fight truly captivating is that it goes beyond just a physical clash. It becomes a battle of ideals, revenge, and even hierarchy. Both Goku and Vegeta have their own motivations driving them, and their conflict is deeply rooted in their contrasting personalities and backgrounds. One standout aspect of this fight is the energy clash between Goku's Kamehameha and Vegeta's Gallic Gun. It's one of the most intense and visually stunning energy clashes in the series, adding to the epicness of the battle. Moreover, what sets this fight apart is that it feels like every character involved has a crucial role to play. Gohan, despite being young and inexperienced, steps up and confronts Vegeta head-on, buying time for Goku. Krillin's decision to shoot the Spirit Bomb at Vegeta, not knowing if he can control the blast, demonstrates the extent of their desperation to defeat the Saiyan Prince. And even Yajirobe, an unexpected hero, comes through by cutting off Vegeta's tail, saving Goku from further harm. This collaborative effort gives the battle a sense of teamwork and camaraderie, emphasizing the importance of unity in the face of overwhelming odds. The fight between Goku and Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga of Dragon Ball Z is not only visually amazing, but also plays a crucial role in shaping their rivalry. It's a significant moment that influences their relationship and continues to affect them throughout the series. This battle sets the stage for their ongoing clash of ideas and power. Overall, the Goku vs. Vegeta fight in the Saiyan Saga is an incredible spectacle, and one of the standout moments in Dragon Ball Z. I'm not gonna lie, this fight deserves to be higher than S tier, so let's create an S+ tier and put it there. In this particular battle, Gohan and Krillin have just arrived on Namek when they are confronted by two of Frieza's henchmen. The goons try to press Gohan and Krillin, and they end up blowing up the ship. This provokes Gohan and Krillin to unleash their hidden power and retaliate. With their power levels dramatically increased, they effortlessly defeat the henchmen with a single strike each. This fight is quite short and one-sided, deserving an F grade. Moving on to the next battle, Vegeta vs. Qui. It seems that Vegeta and Qui had some unresolved issues off-screen, and we get a few glimpses of their tension. Qui underestimates Vegeta, thinking he might have the upper hand because their power levels are hinted to be close. However, when Vegeta shows his true power, Qui panics and tries to catch him off guard. This angers Vegeta, leading to Qui attempting to flee. Vegeta catches up to him and delivers a crazy gut check, followed by an explosion. Overall, it's not much of a fight, but it's satisfying to see Vegeta have some standout moments. I'll put it in C tier. In this fight, Dodoria confronts three Namekian warriors who oppose Frieza's pursuit of the Dragon Balls. The battle is quite brutal, with Dodoria clearly overpowering and ultimately killing the Namekians. The purpose of this fight is to demonstrate Dodoria's strength and highlight Vegeta's growth when he later faces Dodoria himself. However, it's not a particularly memorable fight, and it mainly serves to showcase Dodoria's abilities. F tier. Speaking of Vegeta vs. Dodoria, they come in contact while Dodoria was chasing after the gang. This fight is also pretty quick, but it does give us the real explanation on how Planet Vegeta was destroyed. We also get more of Vegeta styling on his opponent. This fight is slightly better than the Vegeta vs. Qui one, but I'll still put it in C tier. Now, let's talk about the Vegeta and Zarbon fight. It begins with Vegeta confidently bragging about his progress since his time on Earth, and we see more of his trash-talking nature. However, when Zarbon undergoes a transformation, he quickly overpowers Vegeta, leaving him on the verge of death. But that doesn't deter Vegeta, as he gets a second chance in round 2 and shows his growth from the previous near-death experience. With a strategic approach, Vegeta manages to defeat Zarbon. Considering the intensity, this fight deserves a spot in the B tier. After swiftly defeating Guldo, the gang directs their attention towards Recoome. This fight serves as the first time Vegeta and the gang work together. Unfortunately, things take a grim turn as the gang gets completely cooked. Despite Vegeta's determined efforts, he is rendered helpless. Krillin suffers severe injuries with his bones shattered, and Gohan even experiences a broken neck. This fight proves to be a brutal one for the gang, highlighting the immense power of Recoome and the dire circumstances they find themselves in. This fight is a really solid one, but I'm putting it at B tier since it gets overshadowed by the one after it. Man, when I say Goku is him in this fight, I mean it. He finally makes it to Namek and just completely puts the gang on his back. He one-shots Recoome and leaves him on the floor like this. I'm not gonna lie, getting slept, then being left like that, gotta be a crime. But that's not even the best part. Goku then proceeds to flex against Burter and Jeice. Initially, he tries to reason with them, but when it becomes clear they won't back down, Goku shifts gears and becomes serious. He defeats Burter with a similar combination of attacks he used against Nappa, causing Jeice to be so shook he leaves his homie out to dry. Jeice gotta be one of the worst friends. All in all though, this was amazing to see, and it really showed just how much Goku's training paid off. Goku did the Ginyu Force so bad that it made Vegeta question whether he had achieved the legendary status of a Super Saiyan. If I recall correctly, this is the first mention of the concept of a Super Saiyan in the series. It was a pivotal moment that hinted at even greater power yet to be revealed. Anyways, this fight is going in A tier for me. Now, this fight isn't exactly my favorite. It feels like a combination of a battle and Goku showcasing his power through a long powering up sequence. It's fairly quick with both fighters testing their abilities against each other. However, Ginyu quickly realizes that Goku surpasses him in every aspect of strength and skill. Once he realizes this, Ginyu decides to utilize his body switching ability to trade places with Goku, aiming to take advantage of Goku's physical capabilities. The one thing I enjoy about this fight is how Ginyu and Jeice get really surprised by Goku's rising power level. They start freaking out and even speculate that he might be a Super Saiyan. Because of that, I'll put it in C tier. After Ginyu's body swapping incident, he heads over to where the next fights take place. Gohan and Krillin team up against Ginyu, while Vegeta faces off against Jeice. In the fight with Ginyu, it becomes evident that having a strong body doesn't matter if you don't know how to use it effectively, as Ginyu struggles to fully utilize his new form. The fight itself is not too remarkable. On the other hand though, Vegeta's battle with Jeice is more interesting. Throughout the fight, Vegeta constantly taunts and belittles Jeice. Thanks to the Zenkai boost he received from his previous battles, Vegeta has become significantly stronger. As Jeice realizes this fact, his confidence wavers. In the end, Vegeta kills Jeice in a ruthless manner, displaying his cold-hearted nature. I think this fight belongs in B tier due to Vegeta's fight elevating it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot Nail's fight against Frieza. This fight isn't even close. Frieza just ragdolls Nail the entire time. Like, it's not even close. F tier. Now it's time for the main event. Frieza versus the gang. I'll break down the fights for each of Frieza's transformations. Let's begin with Frieza's first form against Vegeta. Unfortunately, this fight is even shorter than the one with Nail. Vegeta and Frieza clash as they charge at each other, giving the impression that they're evenly matched. However, that's pretty much all there is to this fight. It doesn't offer much excitement, so it falls into the F tier. Frieza's second form, on the other hand, is a whole different story. In this form, he exudes a menacing aura that even frightened my younger self. The first thing we see this man do is put a hole in Krillin, then proceeds to lick his blood. I don't know what prompted this man to do that, but it added to his sinister nature. However, Frieza paid a heavy price for that when Gohan's anger surged. But even after Gohan's attack, Frieza still gets up and almost crushes Gohan. It seemed like Frieza might actually kill Gohan, but just when things were looking dire, Piccolo arrived on the scene and turned the tables. With his new power-up, Piccolo gives Frieza the work. It was a fantastic sight to behold, especially considering we hadn't seen Piccolo in action for what felt like ages. I always enjoy seeing Piccolo shine in battles. Anyways, the fight comes to a close as Frieza decides to go into his third form. This fight was intense and had me completely engrossed. I was on the edge of my seat, not knowing which characters would make it out safely. The suspense and uncertainty kept me guessing throughout the entire battle. It was a thrilling experience that deserves high praise, earning a well-deserved spot in A tier. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I really do find Frieza's third form quite intriguing. It appears that Toriyama drew inspiration from the Alien films for this particular design. With his new form, Frieza completely overwhelms Piccolo, who had just received a significant power boost. Witnessing Piccolo's struggle, Gohan's anger surges once again, leading him to launch another powerful attack against Frieza. However, this attack proves to be less effective than before. Frieza, in response to Gohan's outburst, decides to undergo one final transformation. Although I do like this transformation, I must admit that the fight itself is rather forgettable. It falls short in comparison to the previous battles and ranks as the second worst, just above the fight against Frieza's first form. C tier. In his final form, Frieza sports a sleeker and smaller appearance, but don't let that fool you. This guy is a menace in this form. He even kills an innocent crab minding his business. Like, why? The first thing he does though is quickly killing Dende, stopping the group from getting revived. The fight intensifies as the gang attempts to confront Frieza, but he effortlessly evades their every attack. Vegeta joins the battle, hoping to prove that he has become a Super Saiyan. However, it becomes evident that Vegeta has overestimated his strength, and Frieza quickly puts him in his place. Once you see Vegeta crying after realizing he's not a Super Saiyan, you know it's over for him. It gets so bad that Vegeta ends up begging Goku on his deathbed to finish Frieza for him. Imagine begging your enemy to get revenge against your other enemy. But seriously though, that moment really hits. It's a powerful moment that shows the desperation Vegeta feels in his final moments. The escalating fight against Frieza is truly unbelievable. As Frieza grows stronger, it becomes clear that the group has little chance of emerging victorious. The characters pour their hearts into the battle, giving it everything they've got. Frieza effortlessly demonstrates his incredible power, highlighting the vast difference between his strength and theirs. The intensity of the fight is palpable, and you can't help but feel the desperation and determination of the characters as they face the overwhelming might of Frieza. This is definitely an S+ tier fight. The Goku vs. Frieza fight is legendary and widely known for its iconic status. It begins with both Goku and Frieza fighting on a similar level, showcasing their formidable skills. As Goku gains the upper hand by utilizing clever tactics, Frieza develops a newfound respect for Goku's warrior spirit. Determined to surpass his limits, Frieza unleashes his full power and begins dominating the fight. He appears invincible, putting Goku in a perilous situation. However, with thoughts of his loved ones and Vegeta's powerful words about being the last Saiyan echoing in his mind, Goku finds the strength to continue fighting. He devises a plan to create a spirit bomb, and his friends join forces to buy enough time. Goku summons an enormous spirit bomb, launching it at Frieza and seemingly defeating him. But Frieza returns, severely injuring Piccolo and ruthlessly killing Krillin. In response to this devastation, Goku taps into a power that has been dormant for centuries, achieving the legendary Super Saiyan form. Empowered by this new transformation, Goku engages Frieza in an intense battle before the planet's impending destruction. This fight is nothing short of perfection, considered the pinnacle of the series and arguably one of the greatest moments in anime. Numerous unforgettable moments define this epic encounter, such as Goku's deep reflection on his family and friends being threatened by Frieza, Vegeta's impactful speech, Goku's powerful I am declaration.
I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.
His reasoning to allow Frieza to reach his maximum power, the fierce, angry Kamehameha, and the list goes on. Without a doubt, this fight deserves the highest praise and stands at the top of the S+ tier. As mentioned earlier, this is just the first part of this series, so subscribe to know when the next part releases. In the meantime, check out my other reviews. See you there!